In this week's edition of Cancel Contagion, actress Ellie Kemper is the latest victim of cancel culture after photos resurfaced of her participating in a debutante ball from 1999 that was allegedly founded by a Confederate soldier tied to the KKK.
Dr. Keith Ablow from the Ablow Center joins us now to discuss. And in case anyone missed this story, just an update for everyone. The Office star was crowned Queen of the Veiled Prophet Ball as a teenager in her hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. While attending her freshman year at Princeton University, she came home, she competed in this pageant. Now, she has since apologized for it in an Instagram post, writing, quote, "I was not aware of the history at the time, but ignorance is no excuse. I was old enough to have educated myself before getting involved. I unequivocally deplore, denounce, and reject white supremacy." This ball and organization was integrated in the 1970s, years before she had competed. It's also not at least at present, or when she competed, a white supremacy ball. Why is she canceled, Dr. Ablow?
Well, she apparently thinks that she deserved the backlash. I don't know why she was canceled. We're talking about decades ago that she attended a ball that was apparently founded by a Confederate soldier. His ties to the KKK are dubious, but apparently founded by a Confederate soldier. Should she have researched that to the ends of the earth in order to know whether to go to the dance? I really don't think so. I don't think we can hold people to those standards. And I wish that people would stop apologizing when they've done nothing wrong out of fear of being burned in the public square by cancel contagion.
Yeah.
I wish they'd stand their ground.
You know, it leaves, here's the thing, is it leaves this this demographic of people that don't mean any harm. They just don't know what they're participating in. And yet we're still not, like you said, they didn't research it to the ends of the earth. They just went to a debutante ball. They didn't, were like, well, I wonder how this started because I need to be sure. They just did it. They're kids, and that's what they, 19 years old. I mean, look, I grew up in Charleston, South Carolina. I've seen many girls go to debutante balls. That is very common down in the South. I doubt they understand the entire history of it. I don't know how the case is now, but either way, that's what happened with Ellie Kemper. Next, this New York psychiatrist Aruna Kilanani gave a shocking lecture after being invited to speak at Yale School of Medicine at their Child Study Center. Now, get this. At her lecture, she says the cost of talking to white people is the cost of your own life, and white people make her blood boil. She even mentions fantasizing killing white people. Listen.
I had fantasies of unloading a revolver into the head of any white person that got in my way, burying their body, and wiping my bloody hands as I walked away relatively guiltless. With a bounce in my step, like I did the world a favor.
No, cancel. Debutante ball. Done. Get out of here. You are legit talking about killing off a race, and she's still going.
And she titled her talk, and Yale let it go forward, "The Psychopathic Problem of the White Mind," or Profile of the White Mind. My God, if you ever did that and inserted a minority instead of the white mind, there'd be no chance. Your career would be over. In many ways, your social possibilities would be completely done. And so this is somebody who is a dangerous person. You know, I thought about this when I was listening to that quote. The great philosopher Nietzsche said, "Be careful when you look long into an abyss, because the abyss also looks into you." So she may have deep feelings of having been the victim of prejudice, but now she has become the perpetrator of prejudice, and she needs to apologize. Should she be canceled forever, wiped from the face of the earth? No, she shouldn't, but she should apologize, absolutely.
At least speak to those students. I mean, they're old enough to realize that what she was saying sounds crazy, just incredibly dangerous. But, still to address it, understand it, and then react and speak on it. Still waiting for any sort of response there. Meantime, though, Keith, Chris Harrison, we spoke about him before. He was kind of canceled off The Bachelor, and now it's official. He's officially exiting the franchise after 19 years. Again, we're hearing reports, Page 6 reporting perhaps there could have been a $25 million settlement here, but talk to me about this. Did you see this coming?
Well, unfortunately, I guess I saw it coming. After all, Chris did nothing wrong. He defended Rachel Kirkconnell who herself attended a dance that she later said she regretted attending, that she was part of a plantation-inspired dance. And he said, listen, maybe we're going too far. Maybe we don't cancel people for things like that. Well, now he's canceled. Again, I wish he wouldn't have apologized. He, too, apologized about his misstepping. You didn't misstep. That's called being gallant and standing up for someone else who's being pressured unfairly and labeled unfairly. Good job, Chris, other than the apology.
We're out of time, but the reverse of this is they're going to have to pay him a whole lot of money to keep his mouth shut on what he knew for the past 19 years he's been there. Dr. Keith Ablow, thank you so much.
Take care.